Guys, Brian back with a SingularityNET AGIX token update here. Gonna go over this price chart here in a second and show you what is actually forming on this thing, which kind of doesn't surprise me. Kind of a lot of other tokens doing it in the market too, and we're going to get right to that. But I have a clip here I want to show you from the COO of SingularityNET talking about robotics here. It won't take very long, so if you would please check this out.
One of the light bulb moments for me reading your book was your focus on the importance of robotics, as in hardware robotics, actually having a system like a human system, which has sensors, which interacts with its environment and which can learn from its experience. Of course, here at SingularityNET, we work extensively and very closely with Hanson Robotics. We've been working, Dr. Ben Goertzel has been working on the brain of the Sophia robot since 2015. We've most recently developed the Grace Awakening healthcare robot with Awakening Health and Hanson Robotics. And we have Desdemona, our Jam Galaxy band front leader. So we invest a lot of time and a lot of research and a lot of resources into furthering robotics and AI, the AI and robotics interface, which is a super exciting space to be. But tell me in your words why you think robotics and hardware are a key critical success factor or a key catalyst of AGI, please.
Sure. If we look at many of today's programs, that you can look at powerful chatbots or capable verbal systems, and they have all of these words, but they don't really relate the words to physical objects. And one of the things that any 3-year-old can do is to know that physical objects exist in a real 3-dimensional environment. And it is inconceivable to me that you could know what a 3-dimensional environment is without ever having experienced one. And so the way to reach the knowledge of 3-dimensionality is to exist in a 3-dimensional universe. And of course, all of us developers start with a simulation, and we develop a physical simulation of a physical reality. But you very, very rapidly reach a point where creating a simulation of reality is more difficult than creating a physical robot. And so in order to create the variability and the unexpectedness of reality, and you go around the corner and you see something you didn't know about before, and all of this milieu of the complexity of reality, I see that as only being possible with physical robots. We at our firm, we've developed a simulator, and we turn on the simulator and we make the software work with the simulator, and then we put it in the real world and we find out there's a whole bunch of stuff in the real world that we haven't simulated properly. And so now we take the whole program to another step with a physical robot that we didn't have with the simulation.
Yeah. Boy, it gets you pretty excited about the future, don't it? That's pretty crazy. I thought I'd show you that, guys. That just came out 4 hours ago on SingularityNet's Twitter account. But there's also a crypto scam going on there. I don't know if I could show you the clip real quick. First of all, I want to go through this here. Look at these crypto bubbles. Look at these gains for today. These are looking fantastic. The market seems to be waking up. Crypto Fear and Greed Index, market cap is up 0.33%. Let's reload this. I apologize because this could be a lot different here. I apologize. I got to reload this thing. Here we go. The market cap is up 1.61%. Volume is down almost 15% over 24 hours. Bitcoin dominance is dropping too. That's good to see. 0.27%. And we were at 62. We were at 63 yesterday. Here's your biggest gainers, the biggest losers for the day. I thought Dogecoin would have still been up top there. That thing has just been ripping, but it's not. And look at how small these losses are over here. Jeez. SingularityNet down 0.13%, and then you have stable coins down there. But I'd like to show you this clip real quick, and then we'll get to that. I apologize. I think everybody should see this. It's not very long, and it's only, I think, 2 minutes. It's not the whole 5-minute clip.
Through a message on Twitter.
I think you'll enjoy this.
Questions related to my research, just like casual conversation. conversation. That's how it started.
Soon, the woman's chats with the man we're calling John, a highly educated cancer researcher, turned to investing in cryptocurrencies. He asked us to disguise his identity.
As a scientist, as a PhD, you're naturally curious, and especially when you talk about how much money you can make, got sort of hooked.
Urged on by his new friend, John began wiring money to a website that looked identical to a real-life online investing platform, and it seemed like he was making a fortune. But when he was unable to withdraw a large sum, he realized that something was wrong.
At that point, how much had you invested?
More than half a million, about $560,000.
Wow. And what portion of your wealth did that represent?
So everything I have.
John was one of the latest victims in a sophisticated online scam known as pig butchering, which comes from a Chinese term for fattening a hog for slaughter. The gangs that carry out this scheme are largely based overseas, mainly in Southeast Asia. The FBI says Americans have lost billions of dollars to these cons, and usually the money is unrecoverable. But tonight, the Justice Department is announcing the seizure of more than $100 million stolen in pig butchering scams, possibly including some of John's money. It's the first seizure of its kind, the result of a new focus by federal authorities on tracking cryptocurrency.
We figured out where these accounts were and that there was funds from victims that went through various stops to get to these accounts, and then we seized the accounts from the institutions where they were being held.
Young Choi directs the Justice Department's Crypto Enforcement Unit. She says the DOJ has learned how to use sophisticated software to track ill-gotten crypto and then grab it.
That's a bad day for the crooks.
It is a bad day for the crooks. We think we're raising the costs of their doing business in this manner and preying on the United States public.
Another victim we're calling Eugene, also a scientist, was lured into the con by a real person, someone he knew from graduate school. The scammer strung him along slowly, showing statements with huge gains, even letting him withdraw thousands of dollars. He and his wife quit their jobs, liquidated their retirement funds, and borrowed from friends, eventually forking over more than $5.2 million.
That's all my saving all my life for money. My first day of start until now, my weight dropped like more than 20 pounds. I just could not eat and sleep.
But then Eugene got amazing news.
FBI agent in charge of my case, they traced the money and they tracked down the money and they find the money.
The Justice Department is now working to return Eugene and John some of their money.
We're really looking forward to working with victims to try to get them their funds back.
Authorities say the chances of that happening improve if victims report it right away.
What's your message to a victim who feels so embarrassed by this they don't want to tell anyone?
You're not alone. There are hundreds and thousands of you out there. You might think, how could I have fallen victim to this? But we've seen it happen again and again.
It's a reminder of the age-old truism.
If an investment sounds too good to be true, it probably is.
All right, Ken Delaney joins us tonight.
Yeah, how about it? If it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. That whole thing is on NBC News. Is where I got that clip from this morning. And I thought it was pretty important to show you guys. I care about my community. And if anybody contacts you, through a comment section on a video or send you an email, be very skeptical. You definitely want to protect your assets. So I wanted to get that out to you guys. I think I'll do everything I can to protect you. Anybody anywhere, honestly. But I think we all need to stick together in this crypto community. So let's get on to this chart, guys. And if you haven't yet, please hit that subscribe button before I forget to ask. Would love to have you here. Did our first giveaway over the weekend, 100 ADA, and all you have to do to enter is be a subscriber. So let's see what is going on here with AGIX. I'm going to show you something here. This is on the daily chart. Look at this thing forming a wedge pattern here. Let's put it on the 4 hours so you can get a better look at it. You can see clearly this thing is coiling up for a move here. Obviously, we got resistance, and we're coiling. And we have support, and support. Your trend lines, you want to have at least 3 touch points, for a valid trend line. So this is absolutely valid, and this thing is just coiling right up, going sideways here. And look at it coming to a point here. Now let's get a look at some RSIs and see if that can give us a hint of what might happen here. Let's look at the 1. The 1 is going down but trying to curve up. The 2 is at the top. The 4 is near the top. The daily is at the bottom. The 8 is at the bottom. And the 12 is about in the middle. Boy, kind of a mixed bag there. I like that 8 though, and that daily. That looks very, very good. So we get a pop in Bitcoin. I could definitely see this thing busting to the upside, you know, and the thing is we have to hold this major support right here too, because this trend line is on a major support area of what are we here, 0.39104. We definitely do not want to lose that. If we lose that, we lose the wedge too, and we could be coming down to these lower lows after that. So hopefully we get a pop out of Bitcoin tomorrow. Bitcoin just finished that ABC correction. I thought it fell short there. I was charting this thing, and I told everybody to expect an ABC out of this thing, and sure enough, it did it. And I thought it came up here, had a wedge pattern, fell out of it, did a A, B, C. Now it stopped right here. I thought I missed the target here, but it wicked down there and actually finished out down there where I projected it with that box. So that ABC correction is done. We're just waiting for Bitcoin's next move to let us know where this market's headed. So I will keep an eye on these things. Hopefully by tomorrow morning we'll have an answer on this thing, and still shooting for that price target up here. I'm not taking that down off there. I'm stubborn with that. The theta had a breakout, and I had a price target for it, and you know, it hit it right to the penny. So I'm sticking with this thing here. Not financial advice at all, folks. You want to definitely you know, talk to somebody qualified for that. But this thing, I'm really looking for that 618 retracement here to come up here at some time to that 49 cent area. So hopefully, maybe this breakout will do it. If we get the breakout to the upside, maybe that'll be it. You know, we got major resistance at 0.4519. So we want to watch the 0.39, 39 cents, let's say, and that 0.45190. We break. We don't want to break down from that 39 cent area, but we'll see what happens here. I'll keep you guys updated. Thank you so much, guys. Please hit that subscribe button, and have a fantastic night.